Today is a very, very special day. It's already February. Can you believe it? Sitting next to me virtually is the writer behind so many of my favorite middle grade novels, books like Linked, Faker, and Restart. And I cannot begin to tell you how cool it is to have my guest today, the one and only New York Times bestselling author, Gordon Korman, here with us today. Thank you so much for being here today, Gordon.
Thanks, Ethan. Great to see you.
It's great to see you as well. So I understand you have another new book coming out soon. You're over 100 now, right? So can you tell us a little bit about your new story, which is going to be coming up called Old School?
Yeah, Old School is actually book 105, right? It's a
Wow.
story of a kid who has grown up entirely on his grandma's retirement community, kind of homeschooled by the various retired teachers around, and picked up a lot from these really, really cool older retired people that he's grown up with. But in a lot of ways, he's totally lost touch with being a kid. He is almost half kid, half 80-year-old.
Wow.
And suddenly he is forced to kind of see if he can cut it in real middle school, and it is tough.
Well, I'm so excited to read Old School. I'm so excited for everybody watching to dive in because that sounds like a really, really interesting concept. And I can feel myself just getting sort of antsy because I really want to read that story. I cannot wait for it to arrive in the book world. And now, before we end this segment, I have a question for you. So, before we go, is it true, Gordon, that you started writing and publishing books when you were in middle school?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why middle school is kind of the focus of kind of most of my books, right?
Right.
My first book was actually my seventh grade English assignment, right? Like by sheer random chance, the track and field coach had to teach English. He had not taught English in his life. So when it came to creative writing, he just sort of didn't know what to tell us to do. And he drew a blank, like, okay, work on whatever you want for the rest of the year. And it was February, right? So we had literally 4 or 5 months to write one thing. And that's how I wrote my very first book. And I've really been doing it ever since. Like, I have been writing for kids for more than 3/4 of my life.
That is amazing. We're talking a little bit about book one. This can be happening at McDonald Hall. And now book 105 is coming. And that's pretty much a lot, if not almost the entirety of your life. Just writing books for kids and books that are instant classics. So thank you so much for being here. I've got to say, you're a writing legend in the book world. And I'm so grateful that you could join us. And I wish we could talk more, but that's all the time we have. Thank you so much, Gordon. You're the best.
Thanks, Ethan. Keep on reading.
Thank you. You too. Bye.